Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
We're in Gonzales, Louisiana, the Jambalaya capital of the world, according to this giant water tower. And I've heard you can believe everything you read on a water tower. We're talking with Larry about his 1935 Ford. But this week's episode is not just about the car. It's as much about a rich musical heritage in Larry's family, which we'll tell you more about in a little bit. But first, let's get to this cool Ford. Larry, tell us about this great old Ford, man.
That's a 1935 Ford. I bought off a guy with cancer, and they needed the money.
Yeah.
And I bought it and upgraded it with engine and rims. We had the original tires on it, so I have that in case I want to do a witness of it.
Well, somebody else's loss is always somebody else's gain. And, I always like hearing the stories about cars like that because you were able to help somebody else, out, a family out, and then you got a nice little toy out of the deal.
Get the toy out of the deal, play around with it.
Yeah. And I hear that you got other toys, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right, let's walk around the car and tell me what you could tell me about some of the outside of this great old Ford, man.
Okay, we got black cherry on it, the paint job, running boards. My doorknobs is not chrome. It's painted the same color the bumpers. And I have the chrome ones, but I kind of like that look. So I just
kind of original look with a little bit of almost patina to it.
Right.
So
I'm just enjoying that look now. I have everything chrome to put on it later on, but I'm just enjoying the car as is.
Yeah. How about the glass? The glass pretty original on it?
The glass is pretty original. It's just been tinted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just been tinted. I had did Marksville 2 years ago.
Yep.
And it's freezing out there. And I messed around and crashed this window. So I was about to change it. And I said, man, I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah. I said, man, it's something to remember, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Give you a little memory.
Right.
Hey, we all kind of get bent out of shape. You and I were talking off camera about that. But I got to fix this. I got to fix this. But I've come to realize that sometimes you don't have to win every show.
Every show.
Just go and enjoy the car. If we were back in the 30s again, this would be your daily drill.
Right.
You'd have a cracked windshield. We wouldn't be fretting about it.
That's right.
And so why not do the same thing and enjoy it?
I drive it every weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you were just in a parade.
I was in the parade Saturday in West Baton Rouge.
Is that for Mardi Gras?
That was for Black History.
Black History Month. Very good, man. You must have got a lot of looks. Yeah.
Spot 35 of them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's the name of the car club?
Baton Rouge, Capital City.
Capital City Car Club out of Baton Rouge. Well, let's continue walking around. Tell us about the wheels.
We got the one and only American Race rims on it. I want the old look, the Crater look.
Yep.
But I upgraded with the America.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go with the new rims.
Yeah.
So that's going to take away from the look I want.
Exactly. So what's, is this our gas filler or what?
Gas here. Yeah.
Not much gravity feed that low.
Not much.
Yeah.
10 gallons I'm full.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, back in the 1930s when this car was originally built, 10 gallons would probably cost you $1.50.
$1.50. Yeah. Right now, I went to Marksville and back off a tank.
With 10 gallons.
Yeah, with 10 gallons.
For folks that don't know, Gonzales to Marksville, a couple of hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours.
About 2 hours and 10. Yeah. So that's not bad, man.
That's not bad.
All right. I got to figure out the mileage later. I'm bad with math. I have a Louisiana education. So let's go around the car. Tell me about the taillights, man.
Taillights is original taillights, but what I did, I put the blue bulbs in. Just to do something different.
Right.
Yeah. When I hit the brakes, this light up red, this light up blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a blue LED, right?
Yeah. LED.
Okay. Blue LED.
I changed all of them to LED.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it more when we get to the front, but I love these spring bumpers like this.
Oh, yeah.
You got a good looking one up in the front. We'll look at that here in a little bit. And so you got your nice little trunk there with a little bit of.
A lot of people think it was the brother-in-law.
The rumble seat.
Yeah, the rumble seat.
Yeah.
Well, this is the trunk.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, those mother-in-law seats sometimes can come in handy when you have them.
Oh, yeah. They definitely come in handy. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Sounds good. Let's head around and talk about the front a little bit.
I kept the original grill.
Okay. I was going to ask you if it was original.
Yeah, because they had another grill, but he gave me this one with it.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I like it because all this built in together.
Right. Has any of this ever been modified? Sometimes you see that they've never had to be modified.
No, never been modified. All they did was paint it.
Nice.
It's painted the same color on the bumper.
And you got the flying V8, which is always awesome to have because a lot of these get torn off. Yeah, and you end up spending quite a few $100 to try to replace them. We mentioned the bumper in the back, but look at this, folks. This is I love this spring bumper right here. And I don't envy today's plastic car that, God forbid, gets in an accident with you because they're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
So, Larry, looks like we got the hole here for if you wanted to do a hand crank from back in the day, huh?
Yeah, back in the days. I'm looking for a crank so when I do car shows, I can just stick it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a V8, and they hand crank it.
Yeah. So, several alarms have been broken and sprained when people are trying to do that incorrectly.
Right, they do it the wrong way, kick back on them.
Nothing but
no way.
You got regular headlights in there? Did you switch to the LEDs? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With the turn signal built in.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Yeah.
One of them, this the turn signal, this the running light.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And of course, your nice little stenciling on here.
Yeah, just something to bring it different.
Yeah.
It's just a little different look.
Very good. Larry, this car is not only cool to drive around in, but I hear it's going to become artwork for something. Tell us about that.
My family is a blues player out of Baton Rouge. Neil family blues fan. My brother Kenny Neal. And we're doing a Neil family CD. And we're going to have my car and his car on the CD cover.
Blues, great old music, and classic cars. Man, that's cool stuff.
Oh, definitely.
I'll be looking for that CD.
Right. I'm going to get it to you.
Hey, do you mind if we take a look inside?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. All right. I'm excited. So tell us about some of the features inside here, Larry.
Okay, we got, we upgrade all the gauges. I had a clock here. I took the clock out, and that's my RPM from now. I have I can have air and heat.
Which I'm sure the wife likes.
Oh, yeah, because by 39, she wouldn't ride in until I put heat in it. I mean, and air. You know, I have console up here. You know, console at the bottom. Yeah. I have a surround sound.
That is pretty cool what you've done with the clock there. And when I first took a shot of it, I didn't even realize it wasn't a clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I took the clock out, and that's my RPMs.
What kind of transmission do you have?
I have a 400.
A 400?
Yeah.
And are you manual or you're manual on the column or what?
On the column.
How many gears?
It's 3 gears.
So tell me about the alligator skin, man. Was that your concoction? Did you come up with that?
I bought it. The inside was completed. I just changed the gauges. The guy who built the car had put the alligator in it. So, and I fell in love with the alligator. So I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead on and purchase this car and do some things to it that I want to do to it.
And man, I want to hear how this thing cranks up, man. I want to hear that motor.
Okay. I have electric fuel pump, electric fan. It's a fun car to drive. That's why I drive it every weekend.
Well, I'm not going to take your word for it. Let's drive.
All right, let's go.
So, Larry, how long did you say you've had it?
I've been having it now for 3 years.
3 years. What other cars do you still own? And have you owned over the years? Let's start with what you own now besides this one.
Okay, I own a 1939 Chevy Master Deluxe 2-door. I have a 54 Chevy Pound Wagon. And I also have a 64 Galaxy 500 for sale. 8,000 of that's awful.
Well, you got to be careful talking about an old Ford with me, because I've got a 65 Thunderbird, and I saw that Galaxy in your driveway, and I thought about it for about a half a second.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a good deal on it. Give me 7 and drive it home.
Is there a car that you go, doggone it, I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of that?
Well, the one I can say is my 38. The tree fell on. But the one that I really hate that I got rid of was a Model T Ford. And I gave it to a guy to rebuild my 38. And I wish I'd have kept that one. That's the one that I regret for selling. Be driving on the highway, give me a thumbs up, man. And the color, they love the color on this car.
What's the official color of this car? I think you mentioned it earlier, but
Black cherry.
black cherry.
Black cherry.
Now, is there a dream car that you'd like to get? Something that you haven't had in your collection yet?
My dream car is a 1959 Chevy Impala. That was the year I was born in.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna be my next move.
Nice. Do you have your eye on one yet, or what?
No, what happened is I got so much around the house now. I'm gonna have to clean house before my wife gets rid of me.
Oh, that's why you're selling the Galaxy.
The Galaxy. I take the money from the Galaxy and finish my panel wagon.
Nice. Well, we'll have to do the panel wagon in another episode. I look forward to that.
Oh yeah. Under construction.
Yeah, it is pretty cool when, especially when the kids give us the thumbs up.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, definitely.
or you're at a grocery store or a restaurant, and somebody of an older generation says, "I remember my dad had that," or "I had one of those, and I dated my wife, and we went to the dance in that." Boy, it just makes you feel so good that you're part of automotive history, doesn't it?
And that starts a conversation might last for 30 minutes.
And a friendship that can last for 30 years.
That's right. That's right.
Larry, show us the wall of fame here in your garage, man.
Okay. This is the one and only Muddy Waters. Myself, my brother Kenny Neal, Ray, and Noel. Then we go down here with my brothers and Jane Cotton. Okay? And we leave from there and we go to Mr. Henry Gray, blues pianist. I have my sister Jackie Neal and my father Rayful Neal, who started all of it. And this picture here, I hadn't hung it yet, but I got John Lee Hooker, Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee with my brothers. That was back in the 80s. So we've been all over playing the blues.
I feel like I'm with musical royalty, man,
right,
with all those people you met. Thanks for sharing that. What a great part of your history, man. It was great driving around Gonzales, Louisiana with Larry and his 1935 Black Cherry Ford. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Larry, for letting me sit behind the wheel, and thank you guys for watching. Before we go, let's go ahead and close out with a little bit of Larry singing the blues.
When you call my trouble, baby, you are here to shine. I'm gonna pack my suitcase, get on down the road. I'm gonna pack my suitcase, get on down the road. I said, baby, 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 please.